Hello and welcome to a sketchbook tour. This is a Royal Talons A5 sketchbook, and I started the sketchbook in May of 2025. I started the sketchbook with a self-portrait with one of my mugs with a kitty cat on it, and it looks identical to one of my cats. The next one is an image of the massage table at my massage therapist's studio. The following pages are from an art hang party session that we had back in May or spring of 2025. I've haven't been able to really attend any of the lives recently of art hang parties just because I'm up so early in the mornings and I don't tend to be up too late. These ones were made when I was on a camping trip. I had brought some references with me. That little bird is a bird that I seen at my camping trip, and it was a bird I'd never seen before. So I found an image of it and drew it. Here I played with some watercolors to do a flower, and I had an idea of just drawing a couch potato. Could turn into a sticker one day. I seen this image of an alien that says, holding a sign that says, "I do not believe in humans," and I found that quite entertaining, so I drew it in my sketchbook. The animal to the left there is supposed to be an alpaca. Out here I was just playing around with some gouache, I believe. Here I just made some blobs with some ink that I had, and I just looked at it and just to find something to draw from what I saw within the ink blob. So there was a dog and a bird. Here's another flower and some more paint blobs to basically make images out of what I see. A couple of frogs and strawberry plant. I did do a watercolor of this strawberry plant as well. It's on another sheet of paper. Here are some images. I had drawn what I brought with me on my trip to Montreal in September of 2025. The top image there are some wild turkeys that we seen on our trip there, a view from our hotel, and the pizza we ate that first night. That is the tombstone of my grandparents, my paternal grandparents. I should specify my grandfather and his parents that were buried there. I had never been to their gravesite before. And when I was on my Montreal trip that week, there was an art hang party, and I took some time to draw a few images with the live party. And we went to the biodome, and I drew one of the little monkeys and stuck in the metro map and a pamphlet from the biodome. Here's a sketch of one of my cats and some flowers. This was an art hang party night for plushies. People submitted photos of their uh, childhood plushies or their favorite plushies, and we drew those. The image to the right here, the creature, water creature, I guess you could say, is something I made out of cutting out just collage papers. I kind of just put it all together and I really love it. It was probably one of my favorite things I did last year. Here I was playing around with a toy camera that prints images. Here's another art hang party. I believe this was for the week of Halloween. I think we drew like graves or grave sites, grave statues. I found a list of ruins and I drew them in my sketchbook and what each of them meant. Just some doodling. Another art hang party. This one was a replay that I did. I really enjoyed doing this one. A sketch of one of our dogs sleeping on the couch. The images here to the left are from a free draw frenzy, which is hosted by Melissa Martin and Debbie Draws Funny. They try to host a Zoom art hangout every once in a while, and that one was for the holidays. The image to the right was just a memory that I had of seeing a mole once, and it was around this time where I thought I would start a nature journal. And I have another art creation sketchbook like this one started to draw nature stuff in it this summer. Just some playing around. Right now we're entering 2026 stuff, and I basically was just playing around in it. That's a plant pot that I bought, and I've drawn this like a few times. My dog Floki. This is the same dog that from the previous image of the dog sleeping on the couch. This one was made with just graphite. I copied it from another image I had in another sketchbook, but I prefer the other one. Some more playing around. Drew my cats that were eating those lickable treats. I recently just injured my arm. I'm into my third week now, and I can't work. So we're going to soon hit some of the pages here of where I was kind of just throwing stuff on paper. This is the last here, the manatees, the last one that I did in the sketchbook just before I fell and fractured my elbow and sprained my wrist. I did write. You can't really make it out, but it says writing with my left hand because I injured my dominant hand. Here I was just doing some dots with some watercolors. I was just trying to get myself to be creative because I was in my head a lot the last couple of weeks with this injury. I've never had like a crazy injury like this before, and it's really stressful, especially when you're self-employed like me, and I have a physical job. I work with animals. I do pet grooming, so I can't work at all. And I think this is the end. And so I've decided to abandon this sketchbook just because I'm just not connecting with it anymore. All my other sketchbooks, I managed to finish them within 3 months. So holding on to this one for the last year, I figured, I've had enough. I'm going to proceed with trying to finish my square format 12 by 12 sketchbook. And once that one's complete, I'll be back with another tour. Have a great one.